With a cannon.
That's how I feel. I feel like I was shot out of a cannon. Oh, I haven't felt this exhilarated in months.
Where were you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have called you, but there were these pesky little murder charges I had to clear up.
Murder charges?
Yes, took a little longer than I anticipated.
What do you mean, murder
Well,
charges?
I have not lost my touch.
Erica, what are you talking about?
Oh, darling, for the first time in a long time, I know that I'm going to be all right. I know that I am fine.
Somebody beam you into my bedroom?
Beam? Your door was open.
What do you want?
Oh, I looked in and you seemed kind of bummed out.
Well, I am. Enjoy the sight while you can. Erica has Dimitri on her side now. They're making me move out.
Yes, I'm sure, for crying out loud. Haley, flesh of my flesh. How wonderful to see you. Come here.
Well, you're in a good mood.
Where have you been?
Oh, the usual, everywhere, somewhere, nowhere.
Do you realize we have not sat down together for a meal or a chat since you got back from California?
Well, you know, it's the Chandler genes, always on the go.
Well, you think you could slow down long enough to have a nice family dinner with me tonight? We'll play catch-up.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. As long as I'm not intruding on you and Gloria.
No chance of that.
Oh?
No chance of that because Gloria and I have never been closer. I've reformed. The pressure is off. We're going to spend the rest of our lives together.
No, you care. You care way too much, and we both know it. Because, damn it, I know you want me as much as I want you.
I am married, okay? I love my husband.
Yeah, maybe you do. But you want me.
This is crazy.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I'll tell you something. I'm not going to leave until you admit it.
All right, all right. You're right. So what are we supposed to do about it?
All My Children. Brought to you by Mylanta Antacid. My doctor said Mylanta.
I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, Alec, please.
What?
Please, keep your voice down.
I'm sorry. I just had to hear you say it. That's all.
Why? It doesn't change anything.
What are you talking about? It changes everything.
Not for me and not for us.
Why are you fighting this? This is what we both want.
Because I have to.
Why?
Adam is my husband, and this is our house, and I am not about to go jumping into bed with some man that I find attractive.
No, it's got nothing to do with attractive. Attractive is finding you beautiful and wanting to be near you. This is much more complicated because every time I'm near you, I can't get enough of you.
Well, then stay away from
I
me.
can't. I wish it were that simple. You're like an addiction with me.
And then I recommend cold turkey.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you're going to do? Really? You're going to try to forget about who you are? Because I know you, Gloria. You are a woman that just thrives on love and affection. You think you can give that up? You think you can give up passion and excitement in your life? Who would you be then, huh?
Well, maybe
Who
it's
would that
time
be?
we found out.
Really? Why? Why? So you can remain faithful to Adam Chandler? Do you, for one naive second, think he would do the same thing for you? Hmm?
I have to get that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going down to the boathouse. You come meet me there tonight. Because we're not finished. Not by a long shot.
Coming.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi. Come on in.
Thanks.
Come on in. So, what do I owe this unexpected pleasure? We're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, well, Junior wanted to see his dad, and I've got a huge favor to ask.
Wait, do you know the way to your father's study?
Yeah?
Yes? Well, you better hurry, because he may be hiding. Go find him.
I take it Adam isn't busy.
I don't know.
Well, you sent Junior to his study. I mean, I figured...
Yeah, well, Adam's always happy to see Junior.
Are you all right? You seem a little funky. I mean, is Adam okay?
Yeah, I would say about right now he is... With Junior bursting into the room, he's in heaven.
Uh-huh. And what about you?
Huh?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So, what's with the suitcases?
What's with changing the subject?
Well, I said I was fine, really. Are you and Junior going somewhere?
No, I am. Family emergency.
Oh, Dixie, I hope it's nothing serious.
Well, that's what I have to find out. So I was wondering if you and Adam would take care of Junior while I'm gone.
Sure, of course.
Great. I'm sorry about the short notice. I really appreciate it. I just don't want, Adam coming in here. I mean, you know what he's like.
Yeah.
Junior says his mommy's going away for a while. What's this all about?
I'll stay on this side, okay? So what happened?
The same as always. Erica got her way.
You surprised?
She stamped her cute little size 2s and threatened to go Looney Tunes.
Cartoons?
Something like that. She said she was losing her mind. Of course, I want to know how she could tell. And of course, the evil Kendall must be behind it. That bad seed must be just tossed out.
Make it sound like they're marching you off a cliff.
It amounts to the same thing. I have to move out.
Can you afford that?
Dimitri assures me that Erica will foot the bill wherever I want to go.
That's terrible.
Whatever apartment I want, she'll pay for it.
Worse and worse.
If I want to go to college, she'll pay for that, too.
Now that's the final straw. How can she be so cruel?
You think this is a joke?
Let me take this awful punishment, please.
I'm being tossed out like a used tissue. I don't think it's very funny.
Did Dimitri tell you that you were never to see them again? Never to darken the doorways of Wild Wind? They're not kicking you out of their lives. Only the house.
Gee, that's so comforting. Out of sight, out of mind is only the beginning.
So angry. Perhaps because you can't bear to leave Dimitri.
Stop it.
I was only asking.
I gave up infantile crushes in junior high, thank you. What happened to your side?
I'm still behind the line. You know, there are certain advantages to moving on.
Like not having to see you?
Having your own apartment might allow you to see me in an entirely new light.
I have to do something.
The Banning case.
Well, the ex-Banning case, because I'm sure they're going to drop the charges.
And you did this all by yourself?
Yes, mostly. I mean, I did have a little assist from the police department because they let me wear one of those bugs.
Wait, you were wearing a wire from the police department?
Yes, I was. Well, I went just to give Jack a piece of my mind, because he's supposed to be helping me regain custody of Bianca. He is not supposed to be going to jail. That's why I went. That's all I was going to do, but then Trevor showed up.
How do you get yourself into these situations?
Well, Trevor clued us in as to Councilman Fromer's hobby. Long-range window watching.
Our city council.
Mm-hmm, complete with high-powered telescope.
A peeping Tom.
Yes, a peeping Tom. Well, you remember I told you about the committee meeting I once had with Milton Fromer. He was a pervert then, and he hasn't changed a bit.
Erica, just tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. Well, Trevor has come up with some evidence that show that Councilman Fromer may have seen something the night that Laurel's ex-husband was killed. Only he couldn't get Milton to admit it.
And you did? Well,
now.
You went into that man's apartment alone?
Yes, I did. And you're always telling me how good I am at undercover operations. And I went in there alone because I wanted to. I mean, they tried to talk me out of it, you know, but they didn't have any better
I
luck than
can't
you do.
believe they let you do this.
No, I wanted to do this.
Erica, they let you risk your life.
No, don't be silly. I volunteered to do this because I knew I was the perfect one for the job. I mean, Milton Fromer never wrote to Jack Montgomery and asked him for a pair of his panties.
Oh, look, I'm serious. In case you don't remember it, I'm the guy who has been staying up all hours with you and your nightmares. How could they allow you to go into this Sickles apartment alone?
I loved it.
That I seriously doubt.
I know. You would have thought I'd be scared, but I wasn't. I was great. I mean, I was in charge, and I knew it. You know, I had Milton Fromer eating out of the palm of my hand from the moment he saw me. He's just a sad little voyeur. He just needed a little prodding, you know, to do his civic duty. Oh, darling, it was so exciting. And I knew I could nail the worm. You know, I knew he didn't stand a chance. The thing is, I was Erica Kane again. I mean, I felt like myself. I was in charge. I was confident, powerful. I was strong. I have been so busy being Richard Field's victim that I just forgot how this feels. But I remember now. I remember now who I am and how I got here. And I haven't felt like this.
I came to Wildwood.
No, Kendall, that's not what I was going to say.
There I go, and again, interrupting. It's a bad habit, I know. Must be really annoying.
Yeah, well, I'll excuse you if you'll excuse us. Erica and I were having a private conversation.
No problem, but just one thing before I go. Well, Dimitri and I discussed finding a place of my own.
I didn't know that.
I guess what he said gave me a different perspective on us. I think maybe he's right. A little more distance might be good for all of us.
Well, yes, Dimitri is a very wise man.
Well, it's probably best for everyone.
Yes, of course it is. And certainly don't look at this separation as a rejection, because it's not about that at all.
I know what it's about. I'll start looking tomorrow. I don't have to leave Pine Valley, do I?
Well, of course not. I mean, wherever you like.
And, Kendall, there's really no rush. I mean,
Well, I'm
if you have...
just going to leave you to your private conversation.
Well, what happened to laying the groundwork? You went right for the end result.
Yeah, well, what you said made sense. I mean, your health and well-being are far more important than Kendall's address. I decided there was no reason to wait, so I spelled it out. Actually, I'm surprised she accepted it so quickly.
Oh, darling, I am so glad you understand how I feel. And I know that she'll realize it's the only way for us to live. I mean, she can just get on with her life, and I can start concentrating on more pressing matters.
Such as?
Well, such as showing you the kind of undercover work I'm really famous for.
Oh.
The Junior's going to be staying with us for a while.
Is that so?
Isn't it great?
That's better than great. You know, I've been dying for a little baby brother fix. Oh, I've missed you so much.
We've all missed you so much. We're about to sit down to dinner. Are you hungry?
I already ate.
Well, Lucretia's gonna, you know what she's making tonight? Fried chicken.
I'm hungry.
All right. Why don't you take your sister in the kitchen and see if there isn't enough for one more?
Oh, I'll bet you Lucretia can round up an extra drumstick or two. Oh, Lucretia!
It's like they've never been apart. Gloria, would you mind if I had a word alone with Dixie? She looks like she's got a lot on her mind.
Oh, no. Anything I have to say, I can say in front of Gloria.
Oh, well, that's okay, because I have some things to take care of anyway.
Oh. Well, thank you for the short-notice child care. I really appreciate
Don't
it.
even mention it. Don't even. It's long overdue for me to have a good visit with my boy.
You know, I know how hard physical therapy can be. You've made remarkable progress. I'm glad.
Junior's glad, too. When he saw me get up on my crutches, he said, Daddy, you don't need your wheels anymore. Yippee!
He loves you very much.
Yeah. And then he said, if you don't need your wheels, can I have them? But he's going to be asking me for the car. Thanks for bringing him over. It'll give me a chance to show him that I'm going to be as good as new.
Oh, well, sure. Speaking of borrowing the car, I have a huge favor to ask.
You need a car?
No, I can't seem to drive there, and looks like the next flight that I can take isn't until tomorrow morning, so I was wondering if you could arrange to contact your private plane and have it fly me out tonight as soon as possible.
This must be some emergency.
Well, yes, it is. My mom's favorite cousin, Lucy, she's terribly sick.
Oh, what a shame. What is it?
Well, we don't seem to know. And she has nobody to take care of her, so, I mean, I have to go out to Pigeon Hollow right away.
You know, that's odd, because I got a postcard from Lucy just yesterday. She said to say, hey, she's in Bethlehem on a tour of the Holy Lands.
Thought you knew her.
Yeah, I guess you did. You want to tell me the truth now? Where are you going in such an all-fired hurry?
Kind of undercover work I'm really famous for. Makes me want to throw up. You know what? I hope you don't feel rejected. It's not about rejection. No, I mean, just because I can't stand the sight of you anymore, it's nothing personal. Same way that Erica's not rejecting me. No, she's not rejecting me. Why should she bother rejecting me? She's already ruined my entire life. Now she just wants me out of the way so she can concentrate on ruining Dimitri's life. Same exact way that she Mr. Richard Field's room, please. This is his daughter.
You've reached the number of Richard Fields, legendary star of the silver screen. Regretfully, he cannot come to the telephone just now.
Daddy, it's me.
Oh, Poppet. They didn't tell me it was you. I knew you'd call. It does this old player's heart good to hear your sweet voice. How have you been?
Not so hot.
Oh, well, that's very distressing. Perhaps I can help.
Everything's awful. Dimitri finally sided with the Wicked Witch.
Well, I was afraid of that.
They're making me move out.
Well, that's preposterous. Where will you go?
I don't know.
Well, I would say, come and live with me. There's not much room where we could make do. But unfortunately, the residence committee forbids it. I wish there was something I could do to help you.
You have already. Just hearing your voice is exactly what I needed. You've never given up, and neither can I. I'm not going to let Erica go on hurting us. I'm going to fight her.
There's no denying that you're my daughter. You have the field spirit. But is fighting Erica such a good idea? She's a very powerful woman. And what can one small puppet do? You can't hurt her any more than she's already hurt herself.
Oh, I don't know. There might just be a way.
Ted Orsini is going on a hunting trip in the Canadian wilderness, and I have to try and find him.
You want to fly my plane into Canada?
Yes, as soon as possible.
You haven't taken up shooting wild, innocent animals, have you, Dixie?
Don't try to be funny, Adam.
All right. What's so urgent? Unless Brooke told me Tad was going hunting, too. You don't suppose?
Yes, He and Ted are going together, all right?
Why don't you wait for the boys to come back?
Can't do that. Look, you don't have to know every detail of my life, Adam.
I do if you want to borrow my plane.
No, look, I told you I need to borrow your plane. I need to see Ted. That's all you need to know.
What am I going to tell my pilot? Just take the second left past the big fir tree and go on straight till morning? Come on, I've got to know where you're taking my plane and why.
Why isn't any of your business?
We're not going to get anywhere here until you finally tell me the truth. Now, you're not really chasing Ted Orsini into the wilds of Canada, are you? You're chasing after Tad Martin.
I'm not chasing after anybody. And Tad is involved in this, yes, all right, but it's not the way you think.
Okay, what is it?
I'm afraid that he might get hurt.
Tad? King of the Grapes? Turned mighty hunter, challenging the rogue chipmunks of the north? You're right. He's in grave danger.
I'm afraid that Ted might try and hurt him, okay?
Brooke is married to Tad. Now, if you think he's in danger, why don't you tell her? Shouldn't she be the one flying off to save him?
No, because she doesn't understand the situation.
But you do.
Yes.
You're having an affair with Tad, aren't you? Come on, that's it, isn't it? Isn't it? All or nothing. Come on, out with it.
Ted Orsini asked me to marry him. And then he found out that the reason that I turned him down was because of Tad. And I'm afraid Tad isn't aware that he knows. And so I'm worried, all right? I'm a little scared. Ted is a very dangerous and violent person. And I think that I should go out there and warn Tad.
You're never going to learn, are you?
Look, I've learned. I've learned plenty. Now, are you going to let me borrow your plane or not?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to let you risk your life for something this stupid.
First of all, I want you to know I did not come because you demanded I did.
Look, I'm sorry. I really am.
came to clear things up.
I'm a possessive jerk. I acted like an idiot. I am really sorry. I kicked myself all the way back down here. I really did.
Well, you're still standing, so obviously it wasn't hard enough.
Please try not to be
Alex,
angry.
you should have heard yourself.
I know. I want you so much. And I know you feel the same way about me. And when you deny it, it drives me crazy.
I want you too. But I also want to remain faithful to my husband. Now, the thought of trying to keep both of you in my life, and the lies and the deception and the manipulation, I can't handle that. And you have to accept that.
I can't.
You're attracted to me. So what? So what? Would you really turn my life upside down and make me completely miserable just because you decide that you want me? How can you do that to somebody you like?
Don't you understand? That's the problem. I don't just like you. I'm in love with you.
All My Children will return in a moment.
Don't say that, okay? You're not in love with me.
Oh, listen, I'm as surprised as you are, believe me. Falling in love was not on my schedule. But now everything has changed. Now there is no schedule anymore. Now it's all day to day. It's all minute to minute. It doesn't really matter what happens now. To tell you the truth, I don't even care anymore.
I've never heard you talk like this.
No, me either. Because I've always been in control. I've always been able to think about getting ahead. This is such a good plan. See, you fall in love with your boss's wife, and then you confess undying love right beneath his nose. See, that's brilliant. That's a great way to get ahead.
You know, it might could be that you're confusing love and lust.
Oh, Gloria. I love everything about you. Yes, I love the way you look. But I also love the way you talk. I love that little trace of a southern accent that you have, the way you say things like might, could be. I mean, I love your kindness. I love the way you care for people. And I mean all people. I love your devotion to Adam. There is something about that that I even love. Please, just hear me out. I have known for a long time that there was something missing in my life, and I just assumed that it was a need for power. That's why I came here. I set out to achieve that, and I figured, you know, I would learn from the master. Who better than Adam Chandler to try to help me achieve that goal? But I was wrong. It wasn't power that was missing in my life. It was somebody like you. Gloria, you have to believe me. You just have to believe me.
Alec, I don't know what to believe. All I know for certain is that love or not love, we don't have a future together.
But we could. We could. I would leave Chandler Enterprises in a heartbeat. If you would come with me, I would walk out the door today.
You know, it's amazing, Adam. I thought possibly because of your relationship with Gloria, you might know what it's like to really love someone.
You are my son's mother. He needs you. I'm not going to allow you to put yourself in jeopardy.
Do you really think that I would do something like that? That I would do something to keep me away from my own son?
Now, wait a minute. You just said, didn't you not say that Count Orsini isn't playing with a full deck? Now, are they not on a hunting trip? Don't hunters carry loaded weapons?
Yes, but I think if I get there on time, nobody will get hurt.
Why are you the only one that can deal with Orsini? If he's unhinged, call in the Mounties.
Well, maybe I'll do just that. In fact, I think I will. Maybe I'll even call them from the plane if you let me borrow it. But in the meantime, I have to be there, all right? I'm the only one who he understands, that I can communicate with him, all right? Please, now, if I don't show up there, I don't even want to think about what could happen.
You're determined to do this with or without my help, aren't you? All right, I'll take care of Junior till you get back. But for the life of me, I can't imagine why you're still hung up on that loser, Martin. He's no good for you. He's not worth the risk.
You know, Adam, I think people used to say the same thing about you and Gloria. He's no good for her. She's not worth the risk. Aren't you glad you didn't listen?
Touché.
I wouldn't be here if I really didn't think that Tad was in danger.
You really do love him, don't you?
I really do. Now, can I borrow your plane? I'll bring it back. I won't hurt it, I promise. Thank you.
You know, you know what goulash does to me, don't you?
What, whatever do you mean?
No, the menu was your idea. I saw Peggy preparing fish earlier.
Well, now, darling, are you suggesting that, I made goulash with ulterior motives?
Yes, I am.
Really, but now, what kind of ulterior motives could I possibly?
Well, that's what I'm interested in finding out.
I'm sorry again. Dimitri, I think something's coming in on your fax.
Oh, thank you, Kendall.
I just thought since you're waiting to hear from Waters that it might be important.
Yes, it could be. Now, just you remember right where we were, all right? I will be back in just a minute. Thank you.
Anytime. Must be getting tired of my interruptions tonight.
Oh, no, I wanted to be interrupted for enchantment business.
I'm glad we had this chance to talk. I wanted to tell you that I'm really excited about getting a place of my own.
Oh, good.
I mean, I'm excited, but I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, well, you should be excited. It'll be great. Independence.
Yeah, finally, after all these years.
Mm-hmm. And it's really exhilarating. You know, I mean, being on your own, you make your own rules, see who you want, when you want. It's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it hit me when Haley and I were in L.A. So I'll start looking tomorrow for an apartment.
You and Haley were in L.A.? When was that? Well, why did you go to Los Angeles?
Did I say Haley and I went to L.A.?
Yes, you did. Why were you there?
I am such an airhead. I meant to say Haley and I want to go to L.A. next summer. You know, it'd be cool, like total independence. Was I right?
That's what I was waiting for.
Well, you guys want to celebrate. I'll I'm out of here. I'll be in my room.
Well, darling, whatever are we celebrating?
Oh, the contracts came in tonight.
Oh, marvelous.
But I'm not celebrating that. I am celebrating the quintessential return of Erica Kane. The classic Drive Me Wild Erica. You stop me if I'm wrong, but weren't we somewhere right about here when I got...
When you got that business call.
Mm-hmm. You angry?
No, not at all, darling, really. In fact, why don't you go upstairs, and I'll be there in a minute.
Are you all right?
Yes, I am. I'm fine. Honestly, come on. You're right there.
You won't be long?
And waste the power of goulash? Are you crazy?
I'm glad to have you back to your old self again.
I'll be there.
Really?
You don't mean that.
With you by my side, I would leave Chandler Enterprises for good.
You said that you were learning so much from Adam and that you cannot get this kind of experience anywhere else and that meant a lot to you.
You mean much more.
You're just saying that.
If you would go with me, I would go right now.
You're just trying to get to me.
Gloria, listen. I want you desperately, yes. But I have thought this through. I could get another job tomorrow. A good job with a hefty salary. I've learned enough here. There are other jobs. There are other opportunities. Tons of them. But you... I'm never going to meet anybody again like you.
What is it with men? I've heard the same stuff since the 3rd grade. Bobby Brock swore undying love to me, undying love forever and ever, if I would just give him one kiss. 2 days later, he wouldn't even pick me for kickball. It's always the same. I mean, that they swear undying love, and they will tell you anything and everything you want to hear just to get what they want. And then when they do, they don't pick you for kickball.
Gloria, I am not just another man trying to get you into bed. I've done that before, yeah. But I could never do that with you. And I'm not like Adam. I'm not like anybody that you've ever met before because I don't want to define some place for you in my life. I don't want to try to make you or mold you into something. I don't want you to follow me or lead. I want you by my side. And I want you to be yourself. Don't you understand? I want to spend the rest of my life with you. What's that old poem? Come be with me and be my love. And we will some new pleasures prove. Gloria, please. Come live with me.
Ontario, right. Out of Toronto. Miss Cooney will be there to fill you in. She has a map. All right, she'll meet you at the plane. Good.
That's it?
They're waiting for you at the airport. Good luck.
There's been a remarkable change in you, Adam.
I'm still me, and I'm not going to help you with any more of your harebrained schemes. I have enough on my plate as it is.
Well, I hope it all works out for you. I really do.
You know, the hourly rate for this little excursion is astronomical. Why don't you just...
I'd like to see you get off those crutches by the time I get back.
But you can't get back if you don't get started.
Are we going to stick to our Cousin Lucy story?
You're terribly ill, can't do without you. I got it.
Yippee! Lucretia got a drumstick for me!
She did? Well, that's great. Well, where's Haley?
She's at the boathouse getting my skates.
Your skates? Are you going to go skating with your big sister? That
Yeah.
sounds like fun.
Yeah, nothing but.
Well, listen, Mommy's got to get going now, okay? I love you very much, and I will call you, and I will miss you very much, and I promise you I'm going to bring you something back, okay?
All right!
If Cousin Lucy needs anything, you call me.
Okay. Thank you, Adam, and I'll be back soon, okay?
Okay.
Come on, my friend. Come on. Come on. You come with me. Let's see who wants to talk to us. Chandler and Son, how may we help you?
Adam, are you all right?
Erica, what can I do for you?
Well, Dimitri and I were just talking. We're just wondering how you are.
I'm much better, thank you.
Well, good. Great. Maybe we'll drop by next week and see for ourselves, okay?
Yes, well, any time. I'm here.
Listen, what do you think about Haley and Kendall going to Los Angeles? I think it's great. They're friends.
Friends? I knew it was business, but I was a little bit in the dark about all that. Dimitri, I heard him tell Haley that it was top secret, and so I was flying blind on the whole affair. Next time, could you fill me in on the confidential information?
Of course I will. Yes. Now, when did you say you ran into Dimitri?
Last week, when he stopped by to pay Haley for the job.
Oh, I see, of course. I'm sorry, Adam. Somebody else seems to be on the other line, so I'm going to have to go. But I'll call you about next week, all right? Bye.
Erica. Erica, is something wrong?
Dimitri, did you know that Kendall hired Haley as a private investigator?
Kendall didn't hire her. I did.
Killing me, this game. Whoa, here's your sister. I understand you two have a date to skate.
Huh? Junior, your, skates weren't in the boathouse, so I guess I'll have to take you out tomorrow and buy you a new pair. Okay.
Junior, if you're going to eat chicken with your fingers, and that's the only way to eat Lucretia's chicken, then you've got to go wash those hands. Look at those things. Now, go on, march, and wash both sides now, and I'm going to inspect them, so you wash them well, right? Okay. March, go. Did you ask Alec to dinner?
No.
Would have been a nice gesture to invite him.
Well, then you invite him.
You went down to the boathouse. He was there, obviously. It didn't even occur to you to invite him. He's bright. He's pleasant. He's a
Will
good
you stop ramming Alec down my throat? I told you. I don't want any part of the guy.
You told me you weren't interested.
Well, then you should listen to him.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much.
Oh, give it a break, Shakespeare.
What? Just tell me, what is the problem? Alec McIntyre is the kind of guy that you say you claim would be exactly what you want. He's got a very strong mind. He's not bad looking. What is the problem?
The problem isn't with Alec, okay? It's Gloria.
You unpacking?
You don't miss a thing, do you?
Well, that must mean you changed Erica's mind. She and Dimitri are letting you stay? Yes? No?
I'm not sure. Anton, I don't know if I'm coming or going anymore. I don't know anything. I'm really scared.
You? Why would you hire a private investigator for Kendall?
I was trying to protect you.
What would this have to do with me? You hired Haley to help Kendall. How could that possibly help me? And why would you possibly think that Kendall needed a private investigator?
Kendall was obsessed with finding you.
That's not news.
It became clear that she was equally obsessed with finding her father. I was afraid that she couldn't handle it on her own. I saw you being dragged into it, and I couldn't let that happen. So for your sake, I helped Kendall search for Richard Field.
You bastard!